Oh, hello everyone. I'm here for another live stream, and it's Sunday morning. Supposed to start at 9:15. I'm starting a little early, 9:05, 10 minutes early. And I hope you people will start to join me as people start realizing that I am in fact here, and the discussion, as it is, will begin. All right. And let's see. We got a couple of comments that are hanging out here. Let me put one up here. Patrick Sweden, hit the like while you're waiting. 19 minutes left until the TV show starts. Well, I hope people aren't waiting and missing the first 10 minutes because, yeah, as I say, I started early. And then I have Mikey Arugula, who says, Hey, Joe, I'm at the diner having my arugula breakfast. Looking forward to Wednesday. And I just had my arugula. Well, not really arugula. I had most of the salad that I had. You know, that's a chef salad. I like chef salad. They have eggs in there and some turkey and stuff. That's what I like. So anyway, yeah, he's saying looking forward to Wednesday. I'm supposed to get together with Mikey Arugula on Wednesday to record another one of those opening the Beatles collectible boxes videos. So hopefully that goes okay. Hello to Cherry Carter. What's going on, Cherry? So here we are. And here I am at the detention center, as I so affectionately call it, because I despise coming up here on Sunday mornings. I don't do it every Sunday morning. I do it 2 Sunday mornings every month. But the good news is, while I have to be here again next Sunday, I will be here again next Sunday, the 9th, at the same time here. It will be my last time on Sunday of the season that I have to be here. After this, we have the summer break here, and I don't have to be back here in this building on a Sunday, that is, until September. So that's good anyway. And I do have to come here on Tuesday night. So basically, after today, you're looking at this coming Tuesday, June 4th. I'll be here at night, about 7 p.m. in the evening, Eastern. And then I will be here Sunday at about 9 a.m. in the morning after. So one more Tuesday night, one more Sunday morning here, and I'll be done. Hello to Dino. What's going on? I see Dino is here. And I see Elvin is here. Elvin, what's going on? Good to see ya. I think we're going to get some rain later, but we got a little bit of sun for now. We've had good weather here. I got to say, I can't complain about the weather here. Weather's been really good. Yorkie Girl 16, hello, how are you? And gonna take a sip of water. No coffee, no tea. No coffee, no tea this morning. Just good old water. All right. Trying to get comfortable. These chairs are not the most comfy chairs, you know. I'll say that. Okay. Let me just get comfortable here. Wow, I'm not really comfortable. All right. Dino wants to know how Danny is. I spoke to Danny yesterday. He's not feeling too well again. He's got some problems. He's not feeling too well. I spoke to him. There's a small chance he may show up here. You know, I think he wants to. He misses coming up here. I think he wants to talk to people. But if he wants to come on, he's welcome. I told him that, and either this morning or if you don't want to, if he doesn't want to do it this morning or can't do it, he's still not feeling that good. He can always do it on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. So let's see what happens. Beetle Eddie, what's going on? Ken Dashow. Yes, I love this. Ken Dashow is playing a lot of Sergeant Pepper. Who cares? I don't like Ken Dashow's show. You know that. I listen to Ken Michaels' show. You know that. I realize, Eddie, you've tried to get Ken Michaels' show and you can't get it in. I just listened to it on the ride up here. And he's playing George Harrison solo. He's playing Paul McCartney solo. He's playing John Lennon solo. And he's playing a couple of tracks from Revolver, one track from Rubber Soul. And which track did he play from Rubber Soul, Ken Michaels? Run for Your Life. That's right. This is not Ken Dashow we're talking about, where he's going to play In My Life, or he's going to play Michelle. Probably Michelle, you know, probably Michelle, Ken Dashow. No, this is the Ken Michaels show where you hear Run for Your Life. And the Revolver track I heard, one of them was, anyway, was Your Bird Could Sing. But no, I much prefer Ken Michaels' show. And I preferred his show long before I met Ken personally, and long before I started doing the Talk More Talk show with him every other Monday. I'm going to plug that too. Tomorrow night, Monday night, is a Talk More Talk show. So please check it out tomorrow, subscribe, etc. Talk More Talk tomorrow night live at 9 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. And we're going to be discussing Flowers in the Dirt, Paul McCartney's 1989 album. So that's a plug for that. Hello to Mike Wall Jasper. Dino wants to know, how is Don doing from the record store? Don is Don, you know, he's getting by, doing the best he can. He's a little not feeling too well either. He's getting up there, you know. Do you miss us in the mornings? I miss all the people in the mornings. I don't really miss doing it every single morning. You know what I mean? It's the people I miss, but doing it every morning, you know, I kind of got burnt out on it, and I feel like if I do it once a week or twice a week, like I'm doing it now, I feel much more into it. You know what I mean? I'm just much more excited to do it, much more, you know, peppy than when I do it every morning. You know. We were watching Magical Mystery Tour for the first time in forever last night. Why did the Beatles do such a movie? It was bizarre. Good question. It was mostly Paul's idea. McCartney wanted to do a movie, and it was mostly his idea. I don't know. That's what was going on at the time. Very acidy, very psychedelic, very trippy. You know, I still say I think that Magical Mystery Tour obviously is worth it for the music. The music is good. You know, we can enjoy the music. I look at it as a video album. You know, an album, a video of the album, or an album video. You know. How is Bazooka Joe? He's doing pretty well, you know. He's finished with his chemotherapy treatments for his cancer. And I see him once in a while at the record store. Usually comes in the mornings and leaves. And he's doing well considering what he's been through. So, but all I could say, hello to Raymond. Hi, Raymond. Is Joe from the record store okay? Well, there you go. He's doing pretty well under the circumstances. Yorkie Girl says, thanks. Sounds good, makes sense. Talking about Magical Mystery Tour. Well, Paul remembered the bus tours from Liverpool. They expanded on that and expected stuff to happen that never did. This is true. This is true. He wanted to go around and see what was going on. I mean, of course, he didn't write everything in there or plan everything. Like, for example, the famous sequence with the fat lady and being shoveled all the spaghetti on her table to eat. That was thought up by John. You know that. John, I think, had a dream. I think he had a dream sequence with that. I think. Well, I know he wrote it as a dream sequence, like the fat woman was dreaming about food. You know, but. Good morning to Eric Schultz, and like Eric, every time I see your name, I'm so happy to tell you I appreciate you going back and binging all my past videos, particularly the rant videos. You know, I appreciate when people are into watching the old videos, and it seems like you're making it a mission to watch every single one of the rant videos. So there you go. Beetle Eddie says, I like Ringo's Aunt Jessie in the movie Magical Mystery Tour, and I like the scenes with her and Ringo arguing, not getting along and stuff. It's a little comical moment that I like in there, you know, in the Otherwise, very, very trying Magical Mystery Tour. Very trying to watch that. So there you go. I'm going to take some more water here. Alrighty. I'll be fixing my glasses periodically. I see better out of the bottoms of them when I'm this close. So I'm just going to work with them a little bit. And, usually I'm trying to do these Q&A things with me, these Catchup with Mayo things. I'm trying to do them pretty much Saturday afternoons. I only do them Sunday mornings now when I come here, which will only be, as I said earlier, one more Sunday here, then I won't be doing these anymore. Your rant videos. Hold on a minute. Let me do this first. Oh, there's a lot of other things I missed. I'm sorry. Yes, Ringo said if it wasn't for Paul, they would have had a lot less albums. True. Paul was a workaholic and pushed him to record and work. What celebrity passing apart from Lennon shocked you? Tom Petty. I didn't expect Tom Petty. Robin Williams. When Robin Williams killed himself, I didn't expect that. Those are two other ones. What's my favorite Beatles box set? Oh, can I include bootlegs? I don't know. There's some bootleg ones I like, I have to admit. But as far as the regular box sets go, the ones that came out, I don't know. I like the extras with the White Album. Just the extras. I don't like the Giles Martin, you know, mix of the White Album. Your rant videos are thoughtful and funny. Thank you for appreciating them, what they're supposed to be. When I get home from work, I usually put on a couple of rant videos while having my dinner. Oh, nothing like ranting away while eating. No, but seriously. I think Paul thought after Brian's death, best thing to do was get busy. Well, that's all Paul ever wants to do. Whether Brian was dead or alive, all he wants to do is keep busy. That's all he ever does. It's all he's ever done from the 1950s till today, right now. And I'm glad for that. I'm glad that Paul's a workaholic because it gives us all this great product. But yeah, especially after Brian's, he's not one to sit there and focus on things and stress out over things, move on. Hello, Piccolina the cat. What's going on? Just like old times coming here. I think you're talking about the girl known as Little Nicola. Little Nicola, was she ever was she ever a guest at the Beatles Fest, New York? I don't remember her ever being there. Royce is in the house. Hello, Royce in the house. What's going on? Good morning to Music Sound Gear. I don't know. I don't know what's up with why they decided to wear the animal masks, the weird masks during I Am the Walrus. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, Matchstick Man says, "Hey, well, would you ever get laser eye surgery? I'm quite happy with glasses." Good question. I love your questions. You come up with some good ones, Lila. Well, um, I don't know because, well, first of all, I'm afraid of laser eye surgery. The idea of having a laser beam in your eye just kind of freaks me out. Kind of afraid of that. So I don't know if I'd ever do it. But I also found out, as I sometimes say, that even though I don't love wearing glasses, I didn't start wearing glasses until I was in my 50s. I always had perfect eyesight. But anyway, the thing about it is, it does. I think in some cases it covers up things. Like there's things about my eyes or next to things that are kind of hidden or call less attention to by wearing glasses. So I mean, everybody's got something, whether it's wrinkles or whatever. So there you go. Cherry says, I think Nicola was at the fest. There you go. Uh, what's this? My friend got laser surgery. It did not go well. 6 months later, hundreds in eye drops. They keep telling her there's swelling. Wow, terrible. Yeah, I'm kind of scared of that. But I mean, I don't look. I mean, I'm used to the glasses. I've been wearing glasses now. I don't know how many years it's been. 10 years at least. Maybe 10 to 12 years around there. At first, they were just reading glasses. You only put them on when you're reading. You read, you put the glasses on. But now I need them all the time. So, oh, okay, I was wrong about that. Nicola was in Chicago. She was great. Well, in fairness to me, the question was she ever at a New York Fest? So there you go. So I was half wrong. Are you green fingered if you do get a new home? Would you be bothered if it had a garden? I wouldn't waste my time. I'm not into the gardening thing, you know. Would I get it to pay? I hope I never need one. I have all my hair still. I'm afraid because I'm superstitious. Never say never, but I expect I'm in my 60s now, and I expect eventually, obviously, I'm going to be losing my hair at some point. Whether it's 60 or whether it's 70 or 80, it's okay. I just don't want to lose my hair in my 20s like so many men have. But the idea of a toupee does not appeal to me. Put it that way. Uh, I don't have a favorite Led Zeppelin compilation album. I don't think I do. Just the regular albums. So there's your answer to that one. Do you know? Uh, so what's on everybody's so-called minds? Okay, the Disney Plus film of the Beach Boys still didn't make me like the Beach Boys. I've heard some people say they saw it and didn't think it was that good, the documentary. So there you go. There you go. I personally have no interest in seeing the documentary. I'm not a big enough Beach Boys fan. Well, this is hysterical. You're asking. Are you sure you don't know? Do you ever have back pain? I've been laid up for days, pinched nerve or something, agony. I'm very sorry to hear that. Do I ever? Here's the thing of the answer to that question. I always say my back was something that at least one of the things that I've never had a problem with until now. The last week or two, I've been having back problems. And I still believe, well, the back problems I think are two things. Number one, I need to lose some more weight. And number two, I'm still sleeping in a reclining chair. It's just a bad habit I got into in the living room. I watch TV in the living room. I, I adjust the chair to go back, and I sleep slightly tilted back. And basically, because I'm not lying on the bed, all the weight is pressing on my lower back. It's lower back pain I'm having. You know. Let's see. So it's a new thing I've been experiencing, Jerry Carter, and I'm not happy about it. Mhm. Trying to see what I can do to alleviate it. Right now, there's not much I can do, and it's where the sciatic nerve is. It's right by my lower back on the left side. And hopefully I can fix it before it's too late. I finally just got the Imagine. Sorry about my hand here, folks. I finally just got the Imagine Ultimate box set. Can't tell the difference between some of the versions. Sometimes too much of a good thing, right? With Led Zeppelin, you pretty much have to go to a live album to get a compilation album. And Penny Lane is here. Hello, Penny Lane. You're in my ears and in my eyes. Um, you've made enough rant videos to know to check the bag before you leave. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I was going to check it. I swear that I had it in my hand. I even tore it a little bit, I think. And I was in the car and I wanted to move it. I said, it's fine. Patrick Sweden, hello, hello. So it is what it is. The main reason I wound up not checking inside the bag was because, as I said in my rant video about the medication, it was the right amount, and the cost, the charge was the right amount. So I figured I got the usual. It was $180 for 3 months supply. So I figured, well, it must be 3 months. If it's 180, there must be 3 months. Anyway, watch the video again. A friend who plays golf suffers with sciatica. Rest and lots of painkillers. No painkillers, please. Rest is one thing. Painkillers are another. Do you think Paul is less productive this year? He's not touring, maybe working on a new album, but no word of that. I've just heard the rumors that he's working on a new album, Paul. No, I did not play Crooked Boy. I don't care for that EP at all. I know I'm in the minority. Everybody says it's a great EP for Ringo. Personally, I don't think much of it. I like the one song, February Sky, and the other three songs are just okay. And sorry about that. Coppola's sci-fi film, what is that? Megapolis was shown at Cannes. I think it's hard to get, but the reviews have not been good. Will you watch it? Doubtful. Doubtful. Hello to Psychos Platters. I'm glad you're here, Paul. Um, Good to see you. Um, what's a good word? Spring Hill Jim says, "Hey Mayo, how you been? No Saturday stream yesterday. The Saturday stream that would have been yesterday is today. You're watching it now. That's my thing. What I thought I would do is I would have a Saturday stream, a Saturday afternoon stream like usual, if I'm not doing the classroom thing. If I'm doing the classroom thing, I move the Saturday stream to Sunday morning. That's what I did. I'll be doing it one more time. There will be no Saturday stream either this upcoming Saturday. Instead, I'll be back here again next Sunday at the same time. And after that, I'm done with these till September. After the next one, after next Sunday morning here, the Catchup with Mayo streams, they'll go back to Saturdays. That makes sense. I believe that wholeheartedly, Mystery Train. Sean Lennon said on Twitter that whatever John believed in back in the day probably wouldn't be the same today. I agree with you 1,000%. Without going into a lot more detail, some people are trying to say, oh, Lennon would have thought today this and that. And I'm like, first of all, John Lennon always changed his mind. John Lennon always rethought things, had different views. And the things he believed in, the causes he believed in, say, in the 1970s, are not necessarily the same kind of way today. That's all I could say about it. So I don't think he would be the same. Hello, Peter Boothroyd. I was talking about this a little earlier. Danny is welcome back anytime he wants. I talked to him yesterday, and he's unfortunately not feeling well. And he said that it was a bird that tried to get in here. There was a bird that came in here against the glass. Anyway, I talked to Danny yesterday, and he said that he would like to come back, but he hasn't been feeling well, and he may show up here soon. Whether it's today, I invited him. I said it depends how you're feeling. If you're feeling well enough, come up. He wants to talk to people. That's all I could say right now. Uh, Okay, Psycho Splatter says he's hoping that the internet issues here will be resolved in the next day or two. Have been wonky since the tornado. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm not really like familiar. I'm not keeping up with this, Paul. How is everything with the tornado? Sorry, so much to know and remember. I went to the Gary Puckett and Herman's Hermit show. Peter Noon's voice is amazing. Yeah, he's very good. I saw him, I think, last September. Yes, I did an interview quite a few years ago now with Don from the record store. Check it out on my record store reality uh, playlist. He calls himself Displaced Don. Yesterday's stream was tomorrow, which is today. That's about it. Yes, John Lennon changed his mind about a lot of things. You can contrast the 1970 Rolling Stone interview with the long Playboy interview in 1980. I mean, he was in the last interview ever recorded with John, just hours before he was murdered. He was talking about Reagan, Ronald Reagan. Go figure. I recently saw a photo of George Harrison on the set of Time Bandits. I forget he did the theme tune and also financed most of those Monty Python movies. Is it true? And I like the movie Time Bandits. I haven't seen all George's handmade films, company stuff, but you know, a blackbird is attacking Joe. Yeah, it looked more like a bluebird from what I could see. Which character in which film do you consider a work of genius? That takes a lot of thinking. I wish I could just come up with one. I'm sorry when I can't do that. A work of genius. Character. You got me. That's something. Tons of movies I love, and I can't think of like one who's a work of genius. Jeez. I heard the Mind Games EP. Was surprised to hear Yoko on it. Went to see the new Planet of the Apes movie. I enjoyed it. So did I. Check out my movie channel. I have a movie channel. The movie channel is called Mayo's Movie Mayhem. That's what it's called right now. Always subject to change. You know. Please check it out. I talk about the new Planet of the Apes movie over there. Mayo's Movie Mayhem. Supposedly, Lennon said that avant-garde was a French word for BS. This was before we met Yoko. Love seeing you, Joe. Your Mets are a debacle. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched a single game, and that's the truth. There's a guy who's a Yankee fan. He's in some of the videos, and he's a Yankee fan. We're always teasing each other. Oh, Yankees suck, Mets suck, blah blah blah. And every time he sees me in the record store, he's like, the Mets. And I tell him, I don't know what you're talking about, which is true. I haven't watched a single game. I hear they're doing lousy, 500 or below 500. I don't care. I only watch them if they're having a good season. That doesn't mean that I expect they have to be on a winning tear all the time, or they have to win every single game, every single time, every single season. But if they're playing poorly, or they're not doing well, or they got no shot, I'm not even going to watch them. If they have a shot, I'll watch them if they're playing good. What do you prefer doing, solo streams or streams with guests? I don't think I have a preference. I think it depends on my mood. I like both. There are times when I just want to do my own thing and I want to be able to interact with the people here in the gallery, more personally. I could spend my time like right now, just talking with everybody, and you can ask questions or make comments. Then there's other times where I just want to lay back a little bit and be up there with guests, and I like other people to talk to and talk with. So I like both. Honestly, that's the honest answer. Uh, any role of Peter Cushing is a genius performance. There you go. That tornado in Rogers, Arkansas. was worse and crazy than the one in 2019. Family and apparent and property are fine, but certain parts of town are still cleaning up from the disaster. Sorry, if I've never, I don't know. I try not to live anywhere where there's like tornadoes or hurricanes or earthquakes. Now, I mean, I've been living in the New York area for all my life, and I only remember like one or two bad hurricanes, but not many, and I really only one. Hurricane Sandy was the only one that was really, really bad. I think that was in 2011, maybe 2012. Can't remember. But anyway, so Joe, I just got back from Vegas Love Show. Turns out we had the choice of that or live Ringo. Sorry, Ringo. Well, I think I'd rather see a live Ringo. I'd rather see a Beatle live, but that's just me. What's your favorite horror movie from 1934? The Black Cat with Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. When I think of the year 1934, I don't think of too many horror movies. I know The Black Cat is there. It's a Universal classic with Karloff and Lugosi teamed up for the first time. Maybe that's why you're asking me, and because I know you like Lugosi, I think. Um, and it happens to be a good one. I always feel sorry for Ringo. Shall we do Not Such a Bad Boy? Do we have to? Says Ringo. Yeah, snaps Paul. Do you think Paul was being rude to Ringo in that section? No, no, I don't. I mean, I don't know. It sounds a little snippy, snappy on Paul, but Ringo saying "Do we have to?" is also kind of like snippy too, or being snarky. But the thing is, I think it's just light. Friends having a light moment during the movie. Give my regards to Broad Street. A Mets player threw his glove in the stands last week. Then they sent him back to the minors. Well, sounds like fun. No, I did not go to the McCartney display in Brooklyn, and I don't plan to attend. Some fan I am, huh? Nah, not interested, believe it or not. I have not read the Pete Shotton book. I know it's called In My Life. I have not read it. Do you think sometime in New York City will ever get the super deluxe treatment? Yes, I do. I have some kind of a hint that it will. That's all I could say. Uh, I've talked about Danny at least twice. No offense, Pops O'Reilly. I know you just got here. But Danny is not feeling well right now. I talked to him over the phone yesterday. He really would like to come up again and say hi to everybody. And when he's feeling better, he's going to do that. I said, well, whenever, the door's open anytime. That's really what's going on. Peter Cushing was effortlessly menacing in the first Star Wars. Yeah, he was good in there. I don't love Star Wars, but I can appreciate Peter Cushing. Yes, indeed. Happy, is it 57 years? I can't, I can't even do math. Can't even do math. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Do you think that A Hard Day's Night will get a deluxe edition? I hope so. I don't know anything. I haven't heard anything, but it should. It would be nice. It should, and I believe in my heart that it will. I haven't heard anything, but I think it should, and I believe that it will. Just hope I hear some more confirmation. Pete Shotton wrote of uh, diving into a car after a concert, narrowly escaping the mob of fans. He said it was great. John said, no, it's not great. One of these days, these lunatics will tear me to pieces. Yeah. Um, Another question. I can't think of an answer right away. What's your favorite comedy movie of the 60s? Oh, man. It's so hard to do. Um, the out of towners with Jack Lemmon was filmed in 1969. So if that counts as a 60s film, I'll pick that. It's the first one to come to my mind, but I'm sure there are other films, but just draw a blank. It was released in 1970. I'm looking forward to the one-to-one concert documentary. I heard about that. It would be great if they would release the complete film footage of both shows. It would be. We're wishing, but so far it seems like all we're going to get is a documentary with snippets from the concert. So I don't know if I'll ever get the whole concert, but I hope so. I'd like to see it. If, and it's a big if, you get sent the Lennon Deluxe box set after you've already bought it, would you? What would you do with the second one? Well, first of all, I don't believe that I'm going to get one. I know you're just putting it as a hypothetical. If I don't expect to get one, I don't think anybody's going to get one. Or if they only send one or two out, I don't expect to be one of those people. But anyway, what would I do with the second one? That's a good question. I don't know. I have to think about it because obviously one of them I'm going to open up and play. The other one I might just let hang around for a while, let the value go up. I don't know. Um, if you think if we are fortunate to still be here in 10 years, none of our rock heroes will be alive. Well, it depends who your rock heroes are. Obviously, if they're younger, there's a better chance they're going to be here. But no, I think within 10 years, just about all our rock heroes of the 60s will be gone. I'm thinking. Do you like Buddy Hackett? Not especially. I mean, I've seen him in a couple of things that he's funny in, I guess. I think he's kind of funny a little bit in the movie It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. There you go. There's the funniest comedy of the 60s. I just thought of it. Thank you. Uh, it's a mad, 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 mad world. I think he's good in that, but I'm not really a Buddy Hackett guy overall. Martin and Lewis or Hope and Crosby. God, that's a tough one. I'm not a Jerry Lewis fan. I like Dean Martin as a singer. I'm not a big Bob Hope fan, but I like Bing Crosby as a singer. So it's tied. If they do a deluxe box set of A Hard Day's Night, it would be nice to include the Blu-ray of the film. If they work out something with the Criterion Collection, well, sure. What do you think about new horror movies from the 2020s? Actually, I'm glad I'm able to say that I've seen a few horror films from the 2020s that are pretty good. And I think that although so many things today stink, it looks like the horror films are kind of on an upswing. A lot of people who are into horror movies are thinking that horror is on an upgrade now. It's doing good. Uh, okay, I wonder when fans heard that the next thing the Beatles were doing was Magical Mystery Tour. I wonder if fans thought it was a tour. I have no idea. Good morning, Scott. Do you like Don Rickles? Yes, Don Rickles I like. I think he was funny. Don Rickles, yes. There are tons of funny interviews of him with Carson, Letterman, and others. Yeah. What coin in your American currency is a waste of time that you could do without? Always getting your loose change. I don't think, personally, I think coins are very important, all of them, including the penny. I usually try to keep loose change in my pocket, and I pay in cash only so far until they take the option of cash away. I pay with cash. That's the way it's going to stay until they tell me I can't. But anyway, let's suppose I buy something and they say it's like $5.41. Right away, I go into my pocket and I put a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny. 20, 41. I'm one of those guys. I do exact change, you know. So I try to do exact change where I can. So I like all the coins. I favor them all. Hello to Elliot. What's going on, Elliot? And right now with that, I'm caught up for the moment. I'm going to take this universal jack and plug it in here because, well, I can't really explain it, but okay. What I do is I do that because sometimes it makes my voice gets robotic. After a while doing this on the phone for some reason, my voice doesn't get robotic. Then when it happens, I have to plug that in there and it clears it up for whatever reason. So I try to plug it in there to keep it from happening, you know? Any flea markets coming up? I enjoy those videos. I'm glad you enjoy them and I like making them. I expect there are going to be flea market videos coming this summer because, like right now, is a Sunday. If it wasn't for the fact that my girlfriend and I have to be here, we'd be going to the flea market. And next Sunday, we have to be here also. For the last, so next Sunday will be the last Sunday I'll be stuck coming up here. And then hopefully we'll be giving you some flea. I'll be giving you some flea market videos in the Sundays. It won't be every Sunday, but that's what I'm going to try to do. What's my favorite Ringo album from the two tens? I like Why Not? Why Not from 2010. I like Give More Love from 2017, and I like What's My Name from 2019. A little bit there about Don Rickles. A little coughing. I do a little cough there. So, do you rate McCartney's Back in the World live album? I don't know which album that is. I mean, I know Paul is live. I know Good Evening New York. Some other ones. The Amoeba gig, but I can't think what that is. Did you see a lot of local bands back in the day? Any make it kind of big? Um, yeah, I would go and see some live bands, but none of them made it big. My sister, on the other hand, my sister used to love going to a local club to see an old, a basic rock band you might have heard of called Twisted Sister. So she saw Twisted Sister before they became real big. So some viewers suggested you do a live stream from the record store. I think it's better just film a lot and then edit it together the best bits. Well, sometimes I do the live stream from there. Yeah. Jack's Music Corner waves. Hello. Would you burn half a dozen Ringo EPs to make an album out of them? I know people have done it. It's funny. I don't know. I guess it has to do with getting older. When I was younger, I used to do things like that. I just would experiment around like that. I'm not so interested in that now. I'm contemplating getting the All Star Band live at the Greek Theater on Marble vinyl. Is it worth the purchase? Yes, I would say it is. The Amoeba gig is staggering. Yes, it is really good, and Paul really breaks down. Oh my God. I hate to tell you this if you can hear me, but there's a software update. Oh, wow. There's going to be a software. I knew this was going to happen. A software update's going to start. I'm going to get cut off. Well, sorry. If Okay. Am I back, folks? I think I am. This is funny, but yeah. Okay. And Davy Strange Names got it right. He said software problem update. Just wait. That's it. You got it. That's what happened. Yeah. Uh what happened to that guy that used to always call the record store? I think you're talking about Telephone Paul. He was a character. We haven't heard from him in a long time, and we're guessing he's passed away. Because I mean, it's unusual not to hear from him for years. It's been years. Uh, I'm sorry about what happened, folks. So people are saying goodbye. Hopefully, people come back. All right. Just to tell you what happened, like Davey Strange Name said, it was a an update, an automatic update, restart. My phone had to shut off and update some information and then restart. And what gets me about it is, and this is a little bit like worthy of a rant video in a way, is that I had the opportunity to do it myself. I had the opportunity to do it myself. If some of you have an Android phone, you'll notice it happens. It says, there's going to be an update. You could either click start update, or what I always click is remind me later. Leave me alone. Remind me later. 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 After you do that 4 or 5 times, eventually it's going to start on its own. So I said, if I have a live stream this morning, I bet you the update's going to start automatically during my live stream. Bingo. That's what happened. So there you go. There you go. Oh, wait a minute. Update is complete. Now I get it. Now I get something that says update is complete. And I have to click OK. Just leave me alone already. Let me do my live stream. But it's okay. Could be worse. But I got it. Now I'm going to remember next time when it asked me to do an update. If it's a convenient time, if I'm sitting home and I'm on my phone and it says you want to do an update now, I'll hit yes, do the update. Get it over with. All right. I learned my lesson. All right. So yeah, that guy Telephone Paul used to call the store, used to always look for the album Potluck. There was an album by Elvis, Potluck. And this guy always was looking for that album. He was promising Joe, the record store owner, that he was going to buy that album for like 30 years. He kept saying, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. Yeah. So there you go. That's it, folks. Now we're back to where we once belonged, so to speak. And I can see the people are coming back. Thank you for the people that are realizing that I'm back. Oh yeah, what happened to that guy who made the creepy noises on the phone? Yeah, they were talking about an answering machine message where the guy was like making noises like he was the demon from The Exorcist. The answering machine had him going all this kind of stuff. His name is Ralph, and Crazy Ralph. And Crazy Ralph, actually, I saw him the day of the record show with Julio and Richie. I saw him. He comes in once in a while, but not as often as he used to either. Did Bazooka Joe ever have the potluck record? Well, the joke about it is there was a really pristine copy or something of Elvis's potluck album 30 years ago, and this guy, Telephone Paul, said, "I want to buy it. I want to buy it." And he'd always say he was going to buy it, never buy it. Well, he was saying that for 30 years, saying, "Save me the potluck album, Joe. Don't sell it. Save it for me." And of course, Joe sold it 30 years ago. This guy, Ralph, well, not Ralph, this guy, Telephone Paul, he was never going to fork up the money. He was never going to buy it. He just kept saying, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. He never did. So he sold it 30 years ago, but Telephone Paul kept on saying, you know, I'm going to buy it. Yes, indeed. Yeah, this is old news, but yes, Jim, I did hear about this. I did hear about this. You got to hide your love away. Guitar from Hell was, yeah, being sold at the auction. First, it disappeared. Did you like Bruce Lee or martial arts types films? Well, not especially, but I mean, I'm not interested in martial arts films really, but Bruce Lee was pretty cool. I did see some Bruce Lee films, you know. In fact, by complete coincidence, I think, just last night I happened to be watching the old Batman '60s show, and there was an episode with the Green Hornet and Kato, and of course Bruce Lee played Kato, and I was watching him last night. Not a fan of software updates, nor am I, nor am I. Let's turn this around a little bit. I forget how to turn it around. I don't have a button here that turns this around. Hmm. What if I do this? Nope. Apart from music, anything historical you're interested in? You know, history was never my strong subject, American history or any kind of history. I'm thinking I don't care about history. Don't know much about history. Um, so not really a fan of history, but historical things. You know, just movies. Don't worry, I'm still here. Just had to take care of something. What does McCartney plan on doing with his violin Hofner bass now he's got it back? That thing belongs on display somewhere. Well, maybe he'll hear you. Uh, that guitar that got sold. I've got John Lennon's guitar. I know. I'll put it in the attic. Staggering. Absolutely. James Farley. Hello. What's going on, James? Yeah, it's staggering. It's crazy. Why is the John Lennon Mind Game Super Box available again? I'm not happy about that. I think we talked about this. I don't know the whole story, but what I heard is that the US version sold out. So they got some from the UK or something and put them back and you know, allotted them to the US. That's the last I heard. I don't know what anything after that. Hit the like button. It's free. Sure, if you want to hit the like button, it helps out the algorithm. Please do it. Do you think that McCartney will make another album? Yes, I do. I'd like him to do at least one more album and really make it really good. Now, I liked the last album, McCartney 3. I'm one of the people that liked McCartney 3. I just played Egypt Station again, unfortunately, and decided I don't like Egypt Station much at all. Egypt Station is sunken way down on my list of McCartney albums. But I do like McCartney 3. And although I like McCartney 3, I don't know if that's the best album for him to go out on. I wish he would do at least one more album, make it as good as he can, and make it a really, a good uh, contender, so to speak, for his very last album. But we'll see. I noticed in the Beach Boys movie that the bass player starts playing a violin bass in the '60s. The Beach Boys and Stones really didn't have minds of their own. Yeah. I went to that arcade you went to in one of your videos. Very impressive, isn't it, though? Yeah, you went to that, huh? That's quite a huge arcade. Yeah. Yes. Here we go again. I like a few songs off it. I love Dominoes. I like I know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Dominoes. I don't know. Come On to Me, and Happy with You. Those are my favorite songs off there. You know. Well, I'm not going to the flea market today, and I can't go there next Sunday because I'll be back here, same place, same time next Sunday. Hopefully, and that'll be my last Sunday, the last Sunday of the season that I got to be here, so I have the rest of the summer free. Hopefully, I will get to the flea market again on some Sundays. So definitely, hello to you. Hello, hello. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I don't want to mispronounce it. So we're an hour into our show. An hour into our show. Oh yeah. Back in Brazil, garbage. Complete garbage from Paul. I know some people like it, but I despise that song. Back in Brazil is a terrible song. And Despite Repeated Warnings is a terrible song. I used to like the medley at the end, the instrumental stuff and all that. I don't like it anymore. That stuff at the end of the album. All those other songs, Hand in Hand is dreary. Uh, People Want Peace is dreary. Do It Now is dreary. They're all dreary, very dreary album. Yeah, I do like I Don't Know, which is also a dreary song. It's a very dreary album. But I Don't Know is the first song on the album, so it doesn't give me enough time, you know, to get sick of the album's dreariness yet. Because I Don't Know is the first track, so I'm not yet drearied out. But anyway, who cares? Egypt Station is worthy. That's about it. It's an okay song. It's a rocker. Who cares? Is a rocker from the album, and it just strikes me as one of those songs. Paul's like, I got to do a rock song, so let me do it. What about For You? I don't really like For You, yeah, much at all, but I don't know. I do like the chorus. I keep saying that the chorus isn't bad. I just want to know how you feel. That part I like. Would you say that doing this is your way of relaxing? Or what is your idea of relaxing? Well, sex is a good relaxation. But seriously, this doing this can be relaxing as well. Yeah, I've had times where I feel like really like stressed out, tired, and then I do this, and then I'm feeling like you know. Also, watching movies is relaxing to me. Yeah, yeah. My first reaction of For You, it's a double entendre. It's a double entendre. Uh, Loving the Anno Domini Black Sabbath box set and the picture disc set of Ozzy's albums. Yes, Jack, I am back. For your opinion, what is the best McCartney album of the last 20 years? That would be 2004 to 2024. There are three. I would say Chaos and Creation in the Backyard is one of them. I would say Memory Almost Full is one. And I would say New is one. My personal favorite, best album of all in the past 20 years is the album New. But I think Chaos and Creation and Memory Almost Full are right there. Hello to Glenn. What's the best Ringo EP? Probably for me, the Zoom In one, first one, I think was his best EP. Any good songs left out from the original LP Egypt sessions? Yeah, I like Frank Sinatra's Party. I like the song called Nothing for Free, which is very unusual that I like that because Nothing for Free is very much a very modern sounding arrangement, and I like it. I guess I'd call it modern sounding. It's called Nothing for Free. A lot of people don't like it. I like it a lot. Being in a school, if you were asked to stand up in front of a class and do a lesson on Beatles, music of the 60s, would you do it? Beatles, yes. Yeah. Oh, wow. Chris Carter of the Beatles channel's dad died while he was on the air. That was a sad moment on the Beatles channel. I'll bet it was. It's terrible. Ringo's best album, best Ringo album. I gotta give the standard answer. I think it's the 1973 Ringo album, the self-titled album. Interesting that George was the one who suggested the 3/4 time section, and we can work it out. George had a lot of contributions. No, the song "Get Enough." I still, I may not hate it as much as I did when I first heard it, because I really hated "Get Enough." Get Enough, but I don't mind it as much now. But it's not a favorite. Yeah. Okay. Oh, second best Ringo album. Oh, Time Takes Time from 1992. I think Ringo, the self-titled, and Time Takes Time are the best two. So, I mean, I'm not going to go third, fourth, fifth, all the way down the line. You know, I like Goodnight Vienna, Vertical Man. I think the album "What's My Name" is a good Ringo album. Although I don't really like the song "What's My Name," but the other songs I kind of like. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 5 years since the "Get Enough" song came out. I know what you're saying. Definitely know what you're saying, boy. Time goes so fast, and 5 years will be gone. Another 5 years will be gone before you know it. Pretty quick. Um, I haven't watched the Crooked Boy video yet. I'm getting really behind in my my duties, so to speak. Hello, Darren. What's going on? Darren misses me again. Don't worry about it, Darren. I'm here. I'll be here at least once, twice a week. I was listening to Blue Cruise Blues album. Love the track $15 Draw. Ringo's voice is perfect for country. Yep, it is. Looking forward to the upcoming country album. Yeah, finally he's going to have a country album. Finally, after all these decades of people telling him he does country very well and he should try doing another country album, Ringo's finally going to have a country album, apparently. Uh, even though she was an ape, do you think Dr. Zero was sexy and flirty? I I don't think of the character of Dr. Zero in Planet of the Apes being very flirty. She's more serious. The character in the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie, the lead chimpanzee, was more fits more what you're suggesting than I think. I think they made it look like in the Tim Burton 2001 Planet of the Apes reboot remake. Um, I think they made it look like the lead chimpanzee, played by Helena Bonham Carter, had a crush on the human astronaut, uh, Leo or whatever his name. I hate that movie. That remake, 2001 Planet of the Apes. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. Definitely one of the worst remakes I've ever seen. I don't think she flirts with the Heston character personally. Um, Unless you can point to a scene I'm not thinking of. The kissing scene at the end, by the way, you know, Heston flirts with her. Says, "I like to kiss you goodbye" when he's leaving, and she says, "All right, but you're so damned ugly," she says to Heston. But it's a great moment in the film. But I take it like Heston's flirting with her, and she just said, "Okay, I'll kiss you," that kind of thing. Did you make any tapes in your youth? Yes, yes, I did. Used to have any still. Most of the ones I made from my youngest years I don't have anymore. But I still have some cassettes. I do, sure. Darren wants me to sing John Lennon. I'm sorry, Darren. Sorry about that. Can't accommodate you. Can't accommodate you. What are my top three favorite solo Beatle live albums? Oh, the Amoeba gig, Good Evening New York City, and maybe Paul is Live. I mean, all three of them are Paul albums. Oh no, actually, I take that back. Ringo, throw Ringo in there. Ringo Storytellers, VH1 Storytellers is one of the best live solo albums. Elliot picked up the Crooked Boy CD yesterday. There was one more copy in his section. Very good, very good. I'm glad you looked at the section because, as you know, Elliot, when I went to there in my video, there was only one left on the shelf. There was one more in his section. I'm glad, Elliot, that you managed to get a copy, even though I thought it was sold out. However, it doesn't exactly make me feel like I really, you know, you know, doesn't make me feel like I got such a great lucky break, knowing that it wasn't actually the last one. John was lazy. He didn't tour in his solo years. I don't know about lazy. John was busy from like 1970 to 75. Anyway, before he became lazy and became a house husband, he took care of Sean. But he did a lot of things from 70 to 75. He didn't tour. I don't think he liked touring. He wasn't big on touring. But the story is that he was thinking he might tour in 1981 again had he lived with the Double Fantasy album. So I don't think it was laziness on John's part as much as he just wasn't interested. But you never know what might have happened. Look at Ringo. Ringo didn't tour till 1989 in his solo years. What if Ringo had been shot when he was 40? You would have said Ringo was lazy, didn't want to tour. He toured later. But anyway, John didn't live long enough. He didn't live long enough. What lesson did you love and what lesson did you hate in school? I liked art. I like John Lennon. I liked art, and I liked English. Writing in English and that kind of stuff. But I hated math. Hated social studies. Hated math and social studies the most. I think just didn't care about anything about social studies. I wish I had because I would have learned a lot more. I would have been. I don't know as much. I really don't. I mean, I don't. To this day, I don't know a lot of history, American or otherwise. I mean, I don't. I just didn't pay attention to school. I didn't care, and I still don't know the most basic American history stuff. I don't. I still. And people like are shocked when I say this, but I'm not happy about it. I'm not bragging, but I still don't know a U.S. map. I can't tell you where all the states are on a U.S. map. I don't know. Some of them I know where they are in my mind, but some of them I don't. So it's never got the map studied. I don't know how that could be, but it was. It happened. Don't know how that could be, and then you say, "Oh, it be." Well, somehow. Hello, only sleeping. How you doing? What's going on? What do you think Taylor's plan was at the end of Planet of the Apes? What exactly was the Forbidden Zone? I think the Forbidden Zone was named that because Dr. Zayas and some of the orangutan leaders knew that was off limits because that was the history of man. I think they didn't want the apes, Dr. Zayas especially Yes, Kenny. Hello, Kenny. Especially didn't want anybody to know that's they call it the forbidden zone. That's what I think. What was Taylor's plan? I have no idea how he was going to survive out there indefinitely. He'd have to get food and stuff. I don't know how he was going to leave. Yeah, I don't know. And that's the obvious point I should have thought. Thank you for that. John is dealing with deportation. Good point about that. If he got out of the country, he probably wouldn't be able to get back in. They would try to deport him if he left the country. He wouldn't get back in. So there's that too. Yes. You want to see Buku's of Blues reissued on a blue vinyl? Who knows? Maybe if his new country album gets popular, maybe they will. When you were very young, what was your favorite Saturday morning programs and cartoons? The Wacky Races, Stop the Pigeon. Uh, I liked anything really with Bugs Bunny, I guess. Uh, the Groovy Ghoulies, those are among them. Can't stand the new Planet of the Apes. Give me the original five. Well, the original five will always be my favorite. The original five Apes films. However, I mean, I do like, you know, the new series. Okay, but it's not. I don't like it as much as the old. You may know the Oklahoma because of the shape of the state. I don't remember it. I forgot it already. uh, I think you're talking about the movie Logan's Run. But I don't remember what that meant. Crystal in the palm of your hand started. Would you become a runner? That means you're going to die. You either got to go to the carousel. I don't know, man. I don't know what I would do. Everybody likes to think they'd be a runner. Meaning, what that means is when the crystal starts flashing, that means you're going to die. In the movie, you got to die. You have to die at the age of 30, I think, right? No one lives past the age of 30 in the Logan's Run. So either you got to run for it, or you got to go to the carousel and accept it. So anyway, I don't know. Any updates on my prescription issue? None at all. There's a few ideas I have that we'll see. Somebody made a really good suggestion, and I don't know in my comment section if they have free samples. Sometimes my doctor's office has free samples. If they have any free samples, they should give me a month for free. That'll make up for the month that they got chipped. But we'll see. I remember liking the banana splits at one point, but when they first came on. Yeah, well, I tried writing a Planet of the Apes script when I was younger. Well, when I say Planet of the Apes script, that's before any of these new movies. I want somebody to continue the original five. I don't, I like somebody to make an Apes movie in the style of the original five that could be like the original five and make a sixth movie. I'm a Monsters fan all the way. I'm 1,000% more than the Adams Family. So there you have that. What do you say? It is Clown Fist, aka Apple Pits, aka Melody. So glad to wake up and see you on the air, man. Hail to the chat. Fact. Yeah, I'm here to do my thing. I got a crushed Crooked Boy from Amazon. I thought it was better than expected, though. I really don't like the idea of doing the EPs. I wish he would really do full length albums. Yeah, everybody says that. I agree. At this point, it's just gotten ridiculous, I think. But I guess I'll just take the music any way I can get it. But this thing about receiving a crushed CD in the mail, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry about that. And, ridiculous, man. They don't really care at all over there. Really don't. Amazon. And you know what? They get so many complaints and returns and things, and they don't care anyway. I went to the Hicksville Theater for the first time. Nice theater, but sadly it was empty. Yeah, well, that's understandable, I guess. But yeah, that's not a bad theater. Just want to remind everybody tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing our Talk More Talk show, where we're going to be featuring the album Flowers in the Dirt, Paul's 1989 comeback album. That's right. I'm calling it a comeback album, and that's going to infuriate at least one person over there, maybe two. But yeah, so check that out, on the Talk More Talk channel on YouTube tomorrow. I don't think any of the Beatles was on the Muppet Show. And do I have a favorite Muppet? I guess the Cookie Monster. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh, Grover. I forgot about Grover. Yeah. Yeah, his voice, doesn't he? Grover. He has a voice like that, something like that. Think. Been a while. It's been a while. Any big summer plans? Well, we're supposed to go to Chicago to the Fest for Beatles fans in August. That's pretty big. And we may go to Maine to visit some family in Maine. Those are two ideas for the summer. What would you like to see on a full-size screen in a theater that you've never seen on a big screen? Um, House of Frankenstein from 1944. I've never seen it on a big screen. Seen a lot of the other Universal horror movies on a big screen. Um, I'm trying to think. You say that I've never seen before. I don't know. I mean, most of the movies I really want to see, I've seen. There's a lot of movies that I'd like to see on a big screen again that I haven't seen since I was a kid. And one of those is going to happen this month. One of the theaters I know is going to be showing The Sting on the big screen. I haven't seen The Sting on the big screen since around 1977. So you look tired, man. Oh, thanks. What do you look like? You look tired? How do you look? The Omega Man is my favorite soundtrack album. When do you pick up your item that is on layaway? Well, it's not paid for yet. I still owe $184 on it. And I haven't made a payment since, April. So I got to make a payment on it. And then when the whole thing is paid off, then I can pick it up. So what shirt am I wearing today? Just says the Beatles on it. Simple, simple. It's a simple shirt. You think Apple will release an EP featuring Now and Then, Real Love, and Free as a Bird? Not yet. I wish they would, but not that I know of yet. I'd like them to. What's up, Mike Bass? The latest rancid Mayo is baffling. You should refuse the next two co-pays and explain the situation. Unbelievable. I'll figure a way to get back at them. Don't worry. As far as money goes, as far as paying money goes, that's all I mean. That's all I mean. People these days, they're gonna give me my $60 somehow, or give me credit or something. You could bank on that. Yeah, I'm in a detention center. I'm stuck here this Sunday. Sunday, I'll be here today. Next Tuesday night, and the following Sunday, and that's it for the season. What happened to Martin? I don't know. I still can't see his comments if he's making them. You know, but I occasionally it's weird because I can see his comment. If he leaves me a comment under a video, I can see it. It's just weird how that works. I try to understand why. Ever been to a shop or a restaurant where you complain that they had to get the manager? Oh yeah, that's happened before. Sure. When is my next cover charge video going to be? Yeah, I know. I got to get back to that series. Is the remix of "I Am the Walrus" that bad? The new remix, I like the new remix, except for the ending. They botched up the ending. I think the ending sucks for the new Giles Martin remix. They got the radio play all wrong, and I don't like it. Do you like "Let It Be Naked"? Do you visit that one often? No, I don't actually. I don't visit it often. Do I like it? There's some tracks I like on it. "Don't Let Me Down," is good. I like "I've Got a Feeling," "Across the Universe." There's a few tracks, but overall, I don't visit it very often. And I still prefer the Phil Spector one. I like the Phil Spector one better, honestly. Honestly, if I'm to be honest. Oh, oops, camera almost fell. Okay, folks, I'm going to sign off now, but I'm going to leave a link up here for a person who knows who he is. If I can, I got to figure out how to do this. I haven't figured out how to do it. Hold on. Got it.